broke. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. It's Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor's always been a worker, always seeking an opportunity, and one finally came to him in Buffalo, and he seized it.
Doing there is he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd down following the run. Now it's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backwards as he'll be marked down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, Taylor hit. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's go! Green, 39!
On third down. That's Edwards. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. That's caught right side by Anderson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barrett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Taylor now to throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The Bills send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. The Texans have the early lead. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And it's complete. Henry. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he whips that one incomplete there. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got room. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Going to give this time to the tailback. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 38.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll that'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Let's go. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Complete. It's Henry. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bills won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's roll the highlights. Midway through the second quarter. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Texans take it back all the way for the score. Taking the lead up to 10. We move late into the second. Washington's got the sack here. This will go as a loss of 10. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Texans set to come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
So you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need him.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Taylor to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he slipped right by him. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And Anderson's got it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pressure comes and the Bills block it. Now it's picked up near midfield. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it one step and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Room here to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
4 down. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Taylor always got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. Now Taylor going to throw again and caught by Henry. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The Bills on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Barrett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barrett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Taylor into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw is Taylor. Throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Taylor operating from the gun. And he's got some space here. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. And this one's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Taylor now to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Covington breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go! Grand 38!
From the gun, Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now Taylor on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
A try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that'll be incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They go play action with Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And he fires one incomplete. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And here comes the Texans now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.